Hi, I'm Madelyn Rzadkowolski, the curator of Meadow Hall, the National Historic Landmark and home of OU's founders, Matilda and Alfred Wilson. In 1957, the Wilsons donated the entirety of the Meadowbrook Farms estate, all of its buildings, and $2 million to found what would become Oakland University. Today, the 88,000 square foot historic mansion where they lived, yes, 88,000 square feet, 110 rooms, is a museum and a cultural center. My role as curator is to interpret and preserve the collection, which includes original paintings, sculptures, furniture, costumes, silver, cars, blueprints, and more. As the world grapples with the COVID-19 pandemic, many museums are trying to figure out how to share resources like that with the community so that people can continue to learn and engage while they're staying home. At Meadowbrook Hall, we have launched the all-new History at the Hall series on our website and social media channels. History at the Hall shares photos, stories, behind-the-scenes videos, and inspiring quotes for our community to experience Meadowbrook at home. There are so many stories to share about the house, its history and architecture, gardens and grounds, family, and the hundreds of people who worked at the hall or surrounding farm estate. So far, we have shared stories about the very popular vintage alcohol collection in our China Vault, as well as the hidden story behind our striking Tiffany Studio chandelier that was in a basement storage room until the 1970s. You can hear these stories and more by following Meadowbrook Hall on Facebook and Instagram, or visit our website at www.meadowbrookhall.org/history at the hall. While I have you, I wanted to share some special stories of the OU community about your founders. Matilda was said to be having the, quote, best time of her life with the students of OU, who called her the godmother of the university. Early students were called looking out of classroom windows, and I admit it is generous to call them classrooms, as some of them were still converted barns in the early days. But they would look out the windows and see Matilda zooming up in her pink Dodge car with plumes of dirt from the farm roads behind her. She would leave baskets of apples from the orchard, or sometimes invitations to parties at her house, Meadowbrook Hall. The weather at one outdoor tea was particularly cold, and Matilda surprised all of the girls by grabbing fur coats and scarves from her fur vault for them to borrow. The most famous of the OU parties was the prom given for the first graduating class in 1963. After dancing the night away, Matilda presented the students with graduation rings with a diamond chip in the center. If you had prepaid for your ring, you received a crisp $10 bill back straight from the bank. If not, you were given the paid order form so you could get your own. If you can imagine how difficult it was to be a student at OU in the beginning, when there were dirt roads and farmland, no dorms or apartments, and few proper buildings, imagine that it was equally difficult for those creating this campus. What they did was gather great minds in the nation, news magnates, college presidents, CEOs, and they asked them, if you could start a university, what would you do? The result is a truly unique and imaginative place that has forever changed the history of this state, all of our lives, and the lives of the 100,000 people who have earned a degree here in the past 50 years. And how does Meadowbrook fit into OU today? We are a resource, a place for education, for special classrooms, for student jobs that help prepare you to take your degree to the next step. Shout out to our amazing student employees. A place for walking through the woods and gardens to see the snowfall in the winter, the largest display of bluebells in the spring, or a volunteer garden club in the summer. We are free tours for students, the most epic place for a date night. We raise every dollar we spend, which is about $11,000 a day. So, well, right now, We're at home doing everything we can for our future. Matilda and Alfred Wilson envisioned what this campus would become, and I know they would be so proud and honestly flabbergasted by what it is today. And so I want to leave you with a quote from Matilda that I think applies to all of us, and I do need to read this. Let us not be too satisfied with our success, but continue with our good work, ever searching for new ideas to better carry out our purposes through greater vision and more action.